Hi, so Monday today, and we're going to do a little bit of a meditation Monday. So I've just got a book because I don't have a meditation cushion. So pop that down, and if you want to put a cushion over the top of it, please do. And we're going to sit. If you're comfortable to sit cross-legged, or if you want them out long or slightly bent, whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm going to go cross-legged. And then I'm just going to pull one bum cheek out to the side and the other, just to allow my sit bones to widen. And I'm going to let my knees just drop out. And you can see again, I've been talking a little bit about my tight hip, and you can just see the range difference here. So we're going to use this Monday as a little bit of an opportunity just to check in with ourselves here. Allow your body just to clump or collapse forward, and just feel that you almost compress into that low back, but that you feel hopefully just soft through the body. And then just start to grow tall from the pelvis and just stack that spine. So we've got a nice erect posture. And as best you can, just balancing your head on those shoulders. And let the weight of the sit bones just sink into that book or block underneath you. We're going to close our eyes here for a moment. And I don't want you to try and change the breath at all, but I want you just to notice how the breath feels for you. Notice if you're breathing in through the nose, mouth, or both. And then just follow your awareness of that air as it filters to the back of the throat and down into the lungs. Just become aware of the expansion of the air in the chest wall. And where do you notice that stretch? And then just opening your eyes, you're going to place a hand on your breastbone. One hand a little bit lower, just in your stomach. And again, just find that nice length through your posture, through the crown of the head, and breathe here. Perhaps noticing which hand moves first. Do you tend to get quite a lift through the breastbone? And then opening your eyes and place your hands, so just the nice palm or heel of the hand near the little fingers, just pop that round the base of the rib cage, not into your waist, actually on your ribs. And your fingers can almost be following the lines of the ribs around the chest wall. Close your eyes here, and then again, you're not trying to change the breath at all. Just notice. Do you get any expansion into those hands? And does that feel quite stiff through the rib cage? Or does it feel like you can expand and release through there? And then opening your eyes and allow your hands just to rest on your waist. So breathing's really important for our system, and it's a way for us to tap into a calmer sense of being. And although that sounds quite a strange concept, but we can tap into our breath to calm us down, in the same way that when we're frightened or anxious or in our fight-flight response, our breathing becomes quite hurried. And that's because we're trying to get more oxygen into the system to send that oxygen to our muscles, because as a hunter-gatherer we would run away from the woolly mammoth. So we can also bring ourselves much more into a calmer, slower breath, which can then have a cascade effect on bringing our body into a sense of calm and working on things like digestion, restorative things like sleep, and also our bowel health and that kind of thing. So it's really important to just take the time, especially at the moment, to bring ourselves into a calmer sense of being and notice if we're holding tension. So we're going to just try and nose breathe. So I want you to just close the mouth gently without tension through the jaw, and allow the tip of your tongue just to rest on the roof of your mouth. And just see if you can filter the air in through your nose to the back of the throat. And if the lips part slightly, I don't mind, but just keep the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, allowing the air to filter in through the nose to the back of the throat. Not trying to force it at all. And then if you notice that your breastbone was lifting quite a lot, I want you to try and see if you can filter that air a little bit deeper, so that you're thinking about the base of the ribs widening. So think of a bucket handle movement. So you lift the bucket handles, they open up and they close. So I want you here, imagine my elbows as my rib cage, and we're filtering the air in, and we're going to take the ribs up and out to the side, and then with the exhale they just float down. Two more like this. And the last one, we're going to filter the air out through our mouth. So you're going to breathe in through the nose, expand, and then just gently out through the mouth. So then we're going to do a little bit of diaphragm training there. We're going to breathe in through the nose, and now we're going to slow the breath out down. So we're going to super slow, gently blow a candle out on the cake, but really slowly, trying to get a smooth flow of air out of the mouth. Just notice for you if that's achievable or if it feels quite tricky. We're going to do 2 more breaths like that. So breathing in through the nose, nice and erect through that body. And I'm just going to relax my jaw. And then breath in. Super slow out. Well done. Okay, so we're going to think about our neck posture and our shoulder posture. So we're going to start with just sliding the shoulders up towards our ears and gliding them away. And just notice how your body feels now. Notice how your sit bones feel on that book underneath you. And again, our protective posture. If you heard somebody crash behind you, is to brace and go into a ball, which is also where your shoulders are up by your ears. So our protective posture for our fight and flight response is not that different to us sitting at our computer desk. So again, to bring us out of that tight tension, stressed state, it's really important that we just think about those shoulders melting away from us. And again, when we're in a fight and flight response, we tend to bring our head forward to open up through the front of the throat so we can oxygenate more and use these accessory muscles. When we're in a calmer state, we tend to breathe through the nose and have a nice long neck, and it changes the palate, especially if we're used to being in this position. Our soft palate isn't always that comfortable when we bring our head and neck into a more appropriate posture. And it might feel that it's quite tight at the root of the tongue, or it's difficult to find that space from the nostrils into the back of the throat. So here we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a roll down through the upper back and neck. So I want you to give yourself a double chin, and I just want you to roll that chin onto the chest and then peel back up. And I'm giving myself a double chin first, then into the mid part of my neck, and then rolling and hinging at the base of the neck. And the same thing, as I come up, I give myself that double chin, find the length through the back of the neck, and back to center. So now what I'd like you to do, and I'm going to go side on, is I'd like you to place the hand on the neck, and you're going to run both fingers up, feeling the little knobbles of your spine. See if you can go all the way up, a little bump, bump, through the knobbles of your spine or your vertebra, and you're going to go all the way up into that little dip at the base of the skull, and see if you can find the little hook on your back of your head, on the base of the occiput or base of your skull. And then leave one hand on that little knobble for you, and then run your hand back down into the hollow at the base of the skull. It's where your breathing center is, a little bit deeper, but it's where your brainstem is. Okay, and your breathing center works from there. And I want you just to feel here the spine again, just running that hand up and down. And then I want you to tip the head forward, and you should feel almost like an elastic band, a guitar string, come in under your fingers. And then if you tip the head back, you'll feel it just releases off. So we're going to tip forward, feel that little twang, you can twang it if you want to, and then lift up and let it release. Okay. And then come back to center. So from here, what I want you to do is I want you to maintain a little bit of tension on here, and that's not by tipping the head forward. I want to see if you can tip the head back, let it release, and now just find length. So the knobble at the back of your head that you've got your other finger on, reach that up to the ceiling without looking down. And you should feel that little guitar string just stretch, and you should feel it under your fingers. If you tip your head back, you're going to feel that guitar string loosens off. So find the guitar string. Nice. And then we're going to roll that chin forward, keeping a tension on that guitar string. And then back up. And as you come back up, you're not going to lose the tension on the guitar string. So you need to give yourself your double chin. You're going to look on the horizon, but keep the tension on the guitar string. So I'm rolling back down without losing the tension on my guitar string. And then give myself a little bit more of a double chin, keeping the tension on the guitar string as I come back up. 2 more. And you'll feel a little bit of a tension at the root of the tongue. Keep the tension on the guitar string as I come back up. Don't let the chin lift and lose the tension. Last one. Come back up, keep the tension. And you should feel almost like the tips of the ears are reaching up towards the ceiling. Slide the shoulders up and slide them away. And now just place your hands on your thighs, close your eyes, and keeping that gentle tension on that guitar string without feeling any tension through the neck and shoulders. It should feel like your neck has just lengthened and your whole body can just lengthen towards the ceiling. And it might not feel brilliantly comfortable to be in a really upright posture. Keep trying to find space between the hips and the waist. Find space between each rib. But let the shoulders melt away and then find space between the shoulders to your ears. Keeping that tension on that guitar string. And then close your eyes here, keeping the length through the body. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. Filter the air in through the nose. And this time just letting the breath naturally filter out through the mouth. Not trying to change it or slow it. Just in and out in your own time. And now focus on that bucket handle movement. So think about that last ring of your rib cage. As you filter the air in through the nose, you're filtering it down into the base of the lungs, expanding that rib cage out wide. And now just check in with your body. Notice how the body feels for you. Not trying to change the breath at all. Now, and just notice if it feels different for you from when we first started the session. And perhaps you can see that my knees and this hip has just allowed itself to let go a little bit, and I'm much more level through my knees. And I feel, for me, more grounded through my sit bones. And I truly believe, as much as I believe in my Pilates, and this isn't true Pilates, but this length through my body and training my body to be able to sit in a nice posture is as important as exercise. I hope you've enjoyed that.